Okay, this question we want to trace or copy the graph of the given function f, assuming that the axes have equal scales, and then we're going to sketch the graph of the derivative function below it. So first thing is first, the derivative is estimated by drawing a tangent line at the point x f of x and approximating its slope. The first thing we want to do is look for any horizontal tangent lines, and these are where the x-intercepts the derivative function will be. Well, if we take a look at this function, we do not see any tangent lines on this particular function. Now for step 2, it says look for a corner, sharp points, or vertical tangents, and these cause a discontinuity in a derivative function. Well, if you notice here, there is a corner, and that corner is right here at the origin. Okay, so this is a corner. Okay, now let's take a look at some graphs here that represent corners. Okay, so when we have a corner, this is what represents a corner. This is a discontinuity, and this is a vertical tangent. So this is similar to what we're looking at. When we have a corner, okay, at this point A, which is 0, that means we're going to have a vertical asymptote at 0. So what that means is we're going to have a horizontal asymptote. Let's go ahead and plot that. So because of this right here, this is going to give us a horizontal asymptote. So let's go ahead, and then this is our horizontal asymptote because that is where the corner is located. Okay, so now let's go back to our list here. So we've determined where the corner is, and now we need to say, okay, well, remember that the derivative function will be positive where the tangent lines of the function have positive slopes and negative where the tangent lines have negative slopes. So let's take a look at the left side of this graph. So this represents the left side of that graph. Okay, and you can see here that we have our slopes, which are decreasing and decreasing, decreasing, slowly decreasing until it gets to the asymptote. So what does that mean? That means on the left side of the graph here, we know it's below the x-axis because they're negative slopes, and therefore here is what the left side of the function is going to look like. Okay, so again, this represents the derivative function. Okay, now let's take a look at the right side of the graph. Okay, so what's happening here? We can see that, again, it is decreasing, but it's starting out positive. So we have a positive slope. I mean, they're negative, but it's a positive slope that's decreasing. And it's decreasing to 0. So therefore, we are going to start our graph here. And again, that's the horizontal asymptote, and it's decreasing to 0. And therefore, that's going to represent our derivative function of that function.